Terror. It's been a night of terror, everyone. Oh, let's not go off terror. It wasn't terror. It was definitely a night of trouble. Let's just get this coffee down a little bit. No sleep last night at all, just about. Oh man. We got this line out with a decent bait on it. A couple of baits. I've only just put it out, I don't know, half an hour ago. Maybe a little bit after that. It was actually out all night. I don't know how I left the line out all night. Obviously I didn't wind it in when we finished the stream. If I was honest, I would say I thought I did. Yola Big T Snap. Yola Big T. Yola Eric. How's the fishing over there, Leroy? It's average, bro. Average. Where are you at? What area? It's average. We had an okay night last night. They came on the bite about 2 hours of going out. Tide going out. The tide's going this way. We've got about 3 hours before high tide at this point. But then again, bro, I'm not really fishing to try and catch little fish, like, you know, legal sized fish. I'm trying to just get big guys. So I've got big baits. Just going to get this coffee down and then I'll be able to put it down. It was a rough night, man, I tell you that. But it's a beautiful day. Last night the chain was just grinding on the boat like so loud, but there was nothing I could do about it. Along with I couldn't sleep anyway, so I should have just did it, but it would have just been a mistake to try and do anything because it was quite windy and it was quite rough, and it was just side rock all night, as it kind of is right now, but there's no wind, you know. Well, there's wind, but it's coming from the southerly. It was pretty ugly night, man. It's most probably one of the worst nights I've ever had to be honest, not rough wise, but just because there's nothing I could really do about it other than try and readjust the boat, and there was just going to be no doing that. I would have struggled. I would have been really struggling to try and move and adjust the boat. Well, adjust the chain. There was no adjusting the boat. Well, you know, it would have been a major if I'd have done that, but adjusting the chain would have been a big problem. So I just had to leave it, and I was just grinding on the front of the boat, and it sounded like it was just like I was waiting for it to snap, and I was going, oh no, we're gonna lose. Here we go. We're gonna lose the chain and anchor. Like it was going, and then it'll go, like you could hear it eating into the chain, and I mean for hours, you know, like the whole night. And it didn't really mark the boat though, which was pretty good. And then see, you can see the black on here, but I had this open like this all night, and it was on this going like hard out, man. And I tell you what, there was a I need to get it. The chain's most probably too big to go through this thing here, and that's where it needs to go and sit, in between there. So I'm going to need to adjust that for this bigger chain. And the boat's moved over now. Something's let go at the back. It was a pretty ugly night, man. And there was a guy early this morning way over there, sort of sitting in his little dinghy. He was way over here, sort of where those black orange are, boys there. Got another guy coming out now. Where is he? Oh, there's another boat heading out. There's another boat just over there. But he could hear when I got up this morning, early this morning, he could hear it because I could see him looking over here and hearing the chain going like, and I was like, oh, I was embarrassed, man. Like, because like there's just nothing I could really do about it unless I wanted to have a full-on like rumble with the boat against the wind, you know, because there was some pretty good wind. It's real weird, eh? Like, you know, the wind's supposed to be 8 kilometers. See, we're going right over here. We're gonna have to move this freaking boat. Man, I don't think I've got a 10 mil. Maybe I do. I'll figure it out. I'll find out. I'm just going to take that panel right off, and it's going to make my life so much easier. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully I can get it out. Allen key on the other side is the problem. Nice though, we got some nice sun here. We got 13.4 on the solar panel, so we got a bit of that. What do we got here? We need to readjust this boat. We got an 8 mil. So, oh yeah, there's a 10 mil there. Oh, we even got bloody Allen keys. Yes, maybe they'll be the wrong size, but they will be by the look of that. Oh, we've got another Allen key here. Oh no, those are drill bits. I need to go through the straw and clean the bloody thing up. I tells you, it's just a big mess in here. can give that little one a go. What else have we got in here that may turn that turn an Allen key? I know what will turn an Allen key. A hammer will turn it. That's what will turn it. And we got a hammer right there. So let's take this panel off, and that's going to make my life so much bloody easier. When I try and adjust this boat, because trying to tie it around this bloody panel is real, while you got like trying to hold the pressure of the boat against the wind is quite a lot. The wind's kind of blowing from the south. See, it's not going to work though, is it? Hopefully this Allen key fits. Please say it fits. Beep. Yahoo! Oh, that makes me think I got a fish. I didn't, but the Allen key works. Yes, it's the right size. It's the one for the spotlights. Ha ha ha! Yeah. Aren't we happy about that? Because otherwise I most probably would have had to tap-a-roo it, and I most probably would have broke this bloody board. I'll tell you what, which was another little dinghy over there. Another funny thing, not too long ago, a mermaid went past. You won't believe me, but a mermaid went past. And I wasn't dreaming. A lady came. Oh, I just dropped the bloody washer. Oh well, we'll replace that when we get home. Does the side got a washer? It must. Yeah, it does. Of course it bloody does. Why would you think it doesn't? Oh well, we're not going to put this board back on till. Well, I just have it on for when it's travelling on the road. Just looks better rather than. There's no bottom one. But this mermaid came along, and I saw a boat coming from way down there, and I thought, oh yeah, the boat looks like it's coming straight towards us. And I thought, well, it most probably be the harbour master to come and see what's going on. But I was inside in here making a coffee, and then the boat came in along here, and I looked out, and it was a lady all alone, and she was looking, but I was inside and I was busy. So she carried on, and she went straight to the harvester on the other side of the Firth over there. She was going pretty fast, really. When most probably won't get this off anyways, Leroy, you're gonna struggle to get this off, no? Yeah. Yeah. We'll just quickly get this done. I might even just abandon putting these through here for now and just adjust our boat. That's more important, really. We'll just keep these nuts and we'll just put them in the it just keeps that area there, no sun on it too, you know, and I like to leave bait and stuff down there. Not that I really give a damn about it, but we've got a lot of fresh bait down there, which I need to get into a bag and get put into the chili bin, which I actually need to turn back on. The chili bin's off because we had. Alright, so let's adjust this boat before we grind up the side of our boat here. I gotta say, the chick did look cool though. She looked pretty cool because she had like a, I don't know, like a type of a sports boat. Like I'll show you, I'll zoom in on this boat over here, and it looks like a ski boat type boat. She had like a type ski type boat, but it was quite high in the front. So she was just gunning it, and the water wasn't really splashing over the front and getting her. And you know, her hair was blowing in the wind, and she only had a t-shirt on too, which I was like, wow, you're keen. It's bloody cold. But anyway, there we go. What I should really do is actually go like this. We'll just pull it over a bit more, and we'll just go like that. Then we'll go like that, and we'll make a figure 8 loop, and we'll come through like that. And we'll sit that down there like that, and there's that done, sorted. Alrighty. Let's just check the front. We got fish bite there. Still close, but it is all right. Is he all right? Pulling this boat against the wind can be a real bloody problem. Let's do what is important. Let's get one of these guys here, like that. No harvesters again today, at all, none on the side. So I'm picking they'll be here tomorrow. It's quite odd to not see them at all. Not that I really want to see them, but I would like to see them at the same time, if that makes sense. I was really expecting to be going in behind them today. Even the one that's out here every other day, he doesn't harvest, but it's the original one for the side. But even they're not out here, which is, and they weren't out here yesterday either, which is, I don't know, real odd to not see them out here. Right, so there we go. So we got about 2.5 hours before high tide, well, before low tide. So the tide's going this way right now, and in 2.5 hours the tide will start, and it'll be fully low tide, so it'll be at its shallowest time, and then the tide will turn and it'll start coming back this way. And we'll have to turn this boat around if we're going to stay here, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to drift out of here. I don't know. The problem is if I drift out of here, there'll be no more fishing during high tide, during the tide coming in, just because the wind is coming from the southeast at the moment, and the tide will be coming from the north, and then that will mean that the boat will be out here somewhere. The back of the boat will be out here somewhere if we're anchored, and then the lines will be going this way. See, this is the kind of boat, well, it was kind of like this. It was kind of like this boat there, but a bit better, well, a bit different to that boat. And then we got this ski boat over here type boat. Right, so we're gonna get it is bloody warm out here, mate. It's got hot. So welcome to Yo. I'm just gonna get my shirt off here, because well, not shirt off, but my t-shirt off, just because it is warmed up when we're on the move here. But I'm not saying it's staying off, because it's bloody cold out here. We're in New Zealand, and this is New Zealand in a place called Kiowa, and it is winter here, so I might put that t-shirt back on. What was I going to do though? I was going to blow my nose. That's what I was going to do. We're going to be out here a few more days. We've been out here now for about Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, so 4 nights. Tonight will be the 5th. Alright, so we'll go like that. We'll bring this bowl in too, so that's not in our way. We're being a bit messy at the moment. I will get there. We had a little bit of a, last night I was cooking some dinner on the live stream, fishing, and we had a battery problem with the camera here, and and then at the same time we needed to, the tide was going this way, and it got to high tide, and we had to change, and then it changed at all at the sort of the same time, and then it started going that way. So I needed to move the boat so that we could keep the lines in the water. Otherwise these lines, they get dragged under the boat, and then once they get dragged under the boat, you just start getting tangles and things like that. But we had the food cooking, we had the food plugged into a charger, so I couldn't really move it around. It wasn't on my head anymore. And then we caught a seagull, and we were moving the boat, and it just all got compiled all on at once, and it just turned into a bit of mayhem. So dinner didn't actually end up being dinner, it ended up being a sandwich. And the place is still a bit of a bomb state because of it, and that's my excuse, and I'm going to use it. All right, let's get us some burley rolling. Hopefully out here on the ocean, we're just using, or the jungle, kind of like Bear Grylls, you know, he's always like, in the jungle. We use bowline knots, figure 8 knot, and running bowline, running bowline knot, generally. So we'll just give this a mush up. We had fish all around the boat last night. Please like, subscribe, share, comment if you want to see tonight's fishing time. Heaps of bait fish around. No, we did catch some edible fish. I did put them all back. We'll be cooking dinner again tonight, of course. We'll most probably have some type of, last night we had mussels. So these boys here all got mussels on them. These ones have got mussels. These ones have been harvested. We got green lip mussels. We had green lip mussels for dinner last night from those boys. So your bowline knot here, you just want your tag in, come through, you tag in, make a little knot, a bite there, and it wants to be on top of the tag inside. The bite wants to sit on top and run back to the main, which I'm just calling this the main line, and then you just make a little U shape, and that little U shape goes through that little bite there or hole, and then the tag end just goes through that U. I just pinch it back on itself and then pull, and there you go, bowline. Never coming undone. One of the most famous knots in the world, if not the most famous knot in the world. And very easy to tie, and excellent knot for a lot of applications. All right, so we'll just get this out of here. We will be going on another trip another day. The next couple of weeks is going to have a whole bunch of streams running from us. Won't be just out here. There'll be ones at different venues doing different things. We have got a lake. We're going to be going to the lake. We've got a batch on the lake, and we're going to be going down there, cleaning up around that, taking the little dinghy down into the lake. It's right on the water like this. Going out trying to catch some New Zealand trout in Lake Taupo. Check it out on Google. That's Lake Taupo or Taupo, T-A-U-P-O, Taupo. And be going out there. We'll most probably be back out here on one of the littler boats, going across to the other side, possibly, depending on the weather. But we've got a trip that we're going to be coming out here for 30 days straight, and we're going to be going 200 kilometers up that way and then back across to the other side. And there's islands, and all over there is the Coromandel. Google that if you know what that is, if you're in another country. The Coromandel, that's C-O-R-O-M-A-N-D-E-L, Coromandel, and that's well popular here in New Zealand for tourists and whatever. We got Waiheke Island and a few islands out here as well. There's islands all over there. So we'll be over there. We're going to be on this boat here for 30 days straight doing this trip, and we're going to be live streaming 24/7. So the 30 days it'll be live streamed 24/7. So there'll be no breaks on the camera, and it'll be just me and this ocean out here, and of course all of you if you're watching. So let's just check this. We've had a few bites. We've most probably lost our bait here. We shouldn't have though, because it's a decent sized bait. We shouldn't really be having any little fish taking it. We may have a sleeper on. A sleeper fish, and that means they bite the hook and then they stay on the hook and they don't pull, and you don't know they're there, and the whole time you've actually got a fish on, but it just goes to sleep and does nothing until you start winding it in, and I call them sleeper fish. But we don't. There we go. We got non-touched, nice big baits on there. Oh yeah, a little bit of a bit of biting right there, but well, that's ready to go again. too slow. New Zealand shag there, or cormorant. Hold up. Let's get that camera back up on my head here. So at this point here, tomorrow will be Friday here in, it's Thursday here in New Zealand. It's the 2nd of July and it's 12:22 p.m. Here in New Zealand. We're going to be here tomorrow, which is Friday, and then Saturday I was supposed to be going home, but it's more than likely that I'm not. And I am going to be out here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So another 5 days, possibly Wednesday. But Saturday, when I was supposed to get picked up, the reason I was getting picked up Saturday is because one thing is my girlfriend is going to be picking me up, and I thought she had work on Monday, so she needs to pick me up on the weekend. And then another reason is because the weather's going to get a little bit ugly, and we're going to be out here and it's going to be quite rough and windy. And today the wind's supposed to be 8 kilometers. No, it's not. It's supposed to be 6 kilometers today. And I tell you what, man, it was not 6, or I tell you what, man or woman, it was not 6 kilometers last night. It was freaking, I don't know what it was. It was freaking crazy. It was not that. And it sort of put me off. I sort of thought, well, because my girlfriend's going to come up on Saturday, she's got to go to a barbecue, and then shower in a can here. I did have a bit of a semi-bath yesterday out in the ocean. I didn't need to do that either. I just felt like doing it. So I like to smell nice. Anyway, she's going to come up on Saturday after the barbecue, or I still haven't talked to her this morning. Honestly, I haven't had the chance. I've been pretty dazed out from last night's thrashing that I got from the ocean. And it was a mean thrashing, man. Oh, it was a thrashing. Gave me the beats. Oh, jeepers cripes. That was not nice. Saturday's not going to be nice, I tell you that. It's going to be way worse than it was last night, except we're not going to be in here. Well, I don't know, we're going to be anchored out somewhere, and it's going to be different, you know. It's going to be a lot worse, but it's going to be, well, I don't know exactly, but I would expect it's going to be a lot worse. And it sort of started putting me off. I was like, oh man, I don't really want to go through that again. Like, let alone, it's been like that every other night out here too. It's been not the best wind. It's like okay during the day like this, and then at night, boom. Soon as I turn the camera off, boom. I just have problems, and rope snapping, or something happens. And last night, it was what I said, the rope, the chain was just grinding on the boat, like, and it was really loud, like really, really loud. And the wind was right up. And there was not much I could do other than get up and get dressed and get ready for a big old rumble with this with the ocean here, and I just didn't feel like it. So we weren't grinding against any of this. It was just the front grinding. But at the moment, I don't know, man. Like, she's going to a barbecue. I don't know where it is, and it might be halfway here to where we live, about 2 hours away from here, and she might be halfway between our house and here, and then she'll have to come up. Well, not have to, but it'll be just best that she comes up rather than turning around and driving home and then coming up on the Sunday, and then she's got to come in, jump out on the boat here, and then we'll head out, and she'll be out here too till Tuesday. But I need to have another look at the weather, and I honestly haven't. I was pretty much turned off before I started the stream. I was like, I'm pretty much turned off. I've got some things I really need to do when I like that I keep forgetting that I need to do at home, and I forgot about that. She's gonna do a couple of them before she comes up, but she can only do so much, and it's quite important that I do get them done. So I was turning myself off, staying out here till Tuesday and going home on Saturday, to be honest. And I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but it's more than likely I'll stay out here till Tuesday. But I'm not sure. I haven't quite made my mind up on what, you know, what she's up to will sort of depend a lot on, will help a lot me make my mind up on whether, and what's going on. But because Saturday is just going to be pretty much, tomorrow is supposed to be 5-kilometer winds, but we can't guarantee that, which should be super flat out here. But then, and then the next day, which will be Saturday, it should be 19-kilometer winds, which, when you say 19, let's just make that 30-kilometer winds, and it'll be a lot. Well, you can either get a little bit of a flat ocean or a rough ocean. We'll find out. But we'll see. We'll see. It should work out. It should work out. It's just these couple of things I need to do. I need to get them done sooner than later. And if she just does a little bit towards what I need to do tomorrow, when she, yeah, and then it just changes what she's doing, you know, and it sort of just, but it should be okay till Tuesday, and go home Tuesday. At the latest Wednesday. It should be alright. It should be alright. It should be alright. We also got no food out here. Well, we got a couple of apples. We've got a couple of apples, a potato, a stick of broccoli. We've got onions. So we're all good. We've got a loaf of bread. Oh no, we got one sausage. We got some mussels. We got tons of food. What am I on about? We got a snapper for dinner. And yes, that's about it. Sounds like a lot, but it isn't really. Don't really have much any bird action out here either today. out in the distance there. Normally you got birds diving and chasing fish and all that. There's none out there today. And there's a harvester way over in the distance there. That's where that, you can just see it there in the distance on the water there. There's like a, yeah, J-Pole. Night fishing was nice, seemed more peaceful last night. But day fishing you can see a lot more. Well, you can see a lot more. And, you know, but Yola Estate, how are you doing, Yola Estate? Yola Ninja Man, hello to everybody. Hello everyone, I am Yola B Lad, you're the man, brother. Thank you very much. Hello Bertha. Hello everyone, I'm finally chiming in. Haha, appreciated. Please like and subscribe everybody. BWM Miller, Aussie, New Zealand my friend. Northern Fishing, none. Yola 82 Pink, back soon. Yola 82. J Pole 3808, he's thumbs up. All right, I'm just going to put the camera back up on my head here. Hello to everyone. Did I say Ninja Man? I hope I did. And Nun and Yola Estate and all of you. Matu Muka looks like a mussel bed farm. It is, my friend, it is. I subbed last night. Yola J Pole. Thank you very much. I'm going to put you guys and girls back on my head here. I'm just chilling out here. It's sort of just, I'm actually just waking up, if I'm bloody honest. Our little burley's doing its job. Oh, gosh. I thought I'd give us a quick stream while we got some sunlight today. We'll most probably end the stream about 3 p.m. So it's a 12:30 p.m. here. I'll most probably end the stream about 3:30 or once the tide changes. Just because I want to get the camera back on charge, and it's got fast charging during the day, ultra fast charging during the day, but at night we don't. So we've only got charging at night. So I'll get the camera ultra fast charge back up for tonight's fishing time, and chuck the generator on, charge up all the night lights for fishing, and get ready for tonight's fishing. And I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll find out then. I don't think I'm gonna stay in here though. I think we're gonna drift out here. It's definitely not more peaceful at night. It's just as peaceful during the day, except I'm just a little bit agitated. It doesn't take much, I tells ya. And the thing is during the day, I feel like you know, like you want to do more. At night, you can only do so much because you can only see so much. But during the day, sitting here like this is okay. But it also gets a little bit like, I need to do something. I can just sit here, but you know, I can't do anything else except sit here. You guys and girls can maybe have a computer going or scrolling on something else or whatever, zip in and out. I'm stuck here, just doing nothing. As much as I enjoy that, I have been doing that for the last 5 days. And I love it, but I feel like I could swim over there and get some of those mussels off, even though that would never ever happen. I'm gonna put this down and we're gonna zoom in on that person over there. I think they've got a decent fish on. I don't know. Let's find out. No, it was these guys I thought possibly had something big on, but no, I don't think they do. I think they're just talking between boats. Okay, boring. Boring. Oh yeah, man. None. You have hardly been home 5 days in a row for months. Yeah, nearly a good part of a year this year. You're right. And also before that, I was hardly home as well because I was out here doing it. It's been like that for the last few years. The good thing about it, earlier in the channel and earlier on, I'd do it as a work thing. So I'd have work up here and I'd come and do a job and I'd bring a boat as well or bring a drone. Now I'm not doing any of that, I'm just bringing the boat. But okay, my leg is screwed at the moment, so I can't go to work anyway, really. Well, I can do some things, but I definitely can't climb trees at the moment. I could climb very, very slowly. There's just no point in doing that though. If I got hit by a branch in my leg or something, I'll be in deep crap. So this is my work. So give me all your bloody money. Ha! But again, we're going to be out here for 30 days straight, not in this spot. We're going to be going in behind these hills here, 80 kilometers up. There's an inlet, a water inlet just over there, and you can go right up to Auckland City, which is, there used to be the capital here in New Zealand, 80 kilometers at least that way. And then on the way back, there's islands everywhere. And we're going to be going around those, a lot of those islands and sightseeing and adventuring. I've never been up there via the water, and I have no idea what we're going to encounter. And then we're going to be coming back over here if we get the time, and we're going to be going across to the other side and carrying on the 30 days, hopefully with no issues. And that'll be live streamed 24/7 the whole 30 days. So you'll most probably see me going completely insane, I tell you that, and crying. I might be crying. I'm most probably going to get angry, as I could assume I'm going to get angry. But hopefully not. I just need to make sure I've got everything planned and enough of everything, like enough rope, just to make my life easy, rather than trying to get by on not enough, you know. So it'll be up to me. As long as I organize it properly, it should be pretty good. What's funny is Yola Estate, which should be like, oh, I'd love to be where you are. I bet you what, if she was here 5 days now, sitting right there, she would not be going, oh, we should go home. We should go home. I've had enough. Anyway, let's have an apple. Let's turn that back on. Actually, we got some eggs, actually. Forgot about those. Carrots, we got carrots. Please tell me, yep, we got apples. Yahoo! Oh, lifesaver, yeah. This afternoon, I'm going to clean this all up. I'm going to get dinner ready. Get the phone and the cameras all charged. It's going to be all prim and proper in here. And then tonight, we'll go live. And then, I guarantee you, when the wind picks up, all of this will be on the ground. There was bombs coming off this last night. And I was lying down on the ground down here with one of these squabs down here, just because I was just like, I cannot, when it's going like that, but a lot worse, you're just on here and you're just straight, like you're just tensing your body the whole entire night, trying not to roll off. So I just put it down there and you're still tensing your body, trying not to roll off, but these are coming flying off at the same time. This stuff was coming flying off and landing. It was a very ugly night, I tell you. And it's not that. That's the problem. I'm used to that. It was that chain going. Oh man, it was freaking loud, man. Anyway. Nice bit of breeze. We're in the roughest part of the farm, really. You go in there a bit where that other boat is, and it's just flat. Nice and calm. You can see it, see where the water line changes there. You got the Ripley stuff on this side, and then where that boat is, just this side of it, you see where it changes and it goes all nice and smooth. It's just because there's another farm in front of it, protecting it or buffering it from the wind and the come on, darling, come to Papa. I think we need to keep a couple of these bad boys. Got another boat coming on out. That's the inlet we'll be going up. That's a big island over there called Ponui, and then there's an island behind it, and just out of the tip there you can see where that boat is. You can see the point there, and then just behind it you can see another point. That's another island. We just want a nice big snapper to come along. That'll cheer me right up. I'll tell you what, I know which, I'm pretty sure, I'm not positive, nah, it's not that one. We caught one of these seagulls last night, and I returned him to the, to nature there. It wasn't that one. When I first got here, I'm pretty sure it was the same bloody seagull, because I looked at it, and it had a black beak. And one I caught last night, or the one that got caught by itself last night, had a black beak and looked just like it. Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah. I'll just make sure our camera's not zoomed in. Yep, it was zoomed in a little bit. I know we're all out of oranges too. I love me a good old orange. It's that same boat from yesterday. I'm just thinking about it. Tonight, or this afternoon, in about two hours time, this tide is going to stop. It's going that way right now, and the tide's going to turn and it's going to start coming this way. And I wasn't too sure what we're going to do. I'm going to end the stream, recharge up the camera, but I'm thinking I might just turn the boat around, so the front of the boat will go up there, the back of the boat will stay where it is, and then it'll change the angle of where, and then the back of the boat will be sitting out this way, and then we'll be able to, because the current's coming this way, we'll be able to fish out this way. Otherwise, if we stay like this, the line here will go under the boat and try and go that one, and so will that one, and then it just makes it ugly. So I'll chuck the phone on charge, which will take about, as long as the sun's out like this. It is winter here in New Zealand, so the sun goes down early, and it gets, you know, sort of whatever, but it'll ultra fast charge from about 3 o'clock, and it's 12:52 p.m. So 3 p.m. we'll chuck the phone on charge, in the stream, turn the boat around, and by about 4-5 o'clock I'll restart the stream, and we'll most probably just stay right here, or well, somewhere here in the farm, just because otherwise if we go and drift out there while the tide's going this way and the wind is going that way, well, the line's just going to go straight under the boat again. So we might as well stay in the farm, and we'll live stream tonight in the farm here, and then when the tide changes and starts going back that way at about 9 o'clock tonight, then I might just drift ourselves out of here, and then we'll anchor out there, or we'll drive backwards out there and go out into the middle a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. What we need to do is take everything out of that drawer and see if I've got another charger in here, and charge up that head lamp. But first, we'll just check this bait here. Delicious. Definitely still got bait on. Whatever. Celebrating over a little baby fish. Sounds like the harvester's coming. It must be just the inverter. Excuse me. This towel is just my hand towel here for out here, so I can keep my hands dry for the camera. Alright, so let's rock in here. Is something smelling funky in here? This must be that rubbish bin. Thought I hit the, just making sure I haven't hit the camera here. Have a 2-second look. Truck going past in the weald, the moving weald over there. Alright, that wind is ice cold. Oh, it's like having a nice, going from being in the sun out that side to being in the fridge. Alright, so we're going to have a 2-second look in here. What have we got? We've got a cord. Cable ties, connectors, everything, but oh, we might be in luck here. No. Better have some of my medicine for the day, keep myself from going, I mean, just joking. That head torch that I've got is just really old. I've had it for years, used to use it at work. Well, at the end of the day, and it's got one of the old bloody charge points, and I thought that it was fully charged. And I thought, nah, I won't need to bring a charger like that. And what a stupid thought that was. What have we got under here? Nothing under here. Nothing. 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 If I don't have you. Alright, so keep that in eyes view at all times. Triple check that there's not one in here. We know there's not, but we'll just
is down here. Or no, it won't be in there. There won't be one in there. We've got more water. Oh well, that's a good thing. What have we got in here? We've got vinegar. Oh, we've got some spray. We got X9 Pro. Let's just see that for some weird reason they give you both cords. I doubt they do. What they got in there? A book. Oh yeah, reset pin. We might just put that in the drawer in case we need that one day. That can go back down there today. We might need that malt vinegar, so we'll get that. Got some links, bro. Oh, got some buttered chicken rice. Some cheese slices. Grab this out. Put that up there. Some hand soap. And some vinegar, which we may need. Okay, that's a bit of a pity. I was hoping a cord had fallen down. Oh, we should have bloody put this down there, boy. Use your bloody head. Bloody heck. Alright, quickly just restart this. That towel, nice little fold. We didn't need this out really though, it's just going to get in the bloody way. Jeepers cripes. You're going to get in the bloody way too. Get under there. Right. Something's not too good in here, mate. Must be that bag. We might have to try and go and burn the bloody thing. I'm still hoping that ultra fast cord will start working, charging up our don't really need this out either, but we will. but I will. Right, beanie, cord that doesn't work, waterproof pants. How wet were they? Wet at all? They were a little bit. Kneeling down on the wet. Just give them a bit of a hangout, I think. Oh, come on. Yeah! Our favourite jersey in the world. Another jersey in the world. Far out, more bloody clothes. They need to go under the bloody, well, get under there. Alright, so we'll keep this t-shirt out for now. Okay, like that. Torch. We might even just make that a little bit more. 2 torches next to each other. Life jackets there in case, and we'll just stick that right on top of that. We've got one more pack of these. Hopefully there's another pack somewhere around. We've got this pack. We've got that pack. Hopefully there's another one stashed down here. Really, I should tip that bloody wheel in. That'd be a good job done. A job that I don't want to do just because it's bloody messy. Do that. Why I didn't bring the lid out, I'll never know. Alright, so we didn't lose anything there. that towels just for covering the motor. Put this wasabi away. I know I'll throw those in the rubbish later. Why have we got one of those off? She looking at big timer. All these birds just taking off. 3 of them. All at once. All right. None. Lake Superior is famous for the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. J. Pole, Amber, yep, he said that. Did you see the seagull catch? Haha. Just Amanda, I got a screen recording of Leroy saving the seagull. Laugh. Thank you very much. J. Pole, none. Yes, it's a huge lake. Storms like the ocean. Kota, that's all them bobbers in the water about. What's all them? There's mussels on there. It's a mussel farm. So you can see the mussels just sticking out on these horizontal lines there. There's also on this side they've been harvested. On that side they have not been harvested. So on this side was lines going down to the bottom of the water. You know, and they've got all the mussels on them. Wow, Lake Michigan, eh? Is Lake Taupo one of the 5 Great Lakes or not really? I think it may be, eh? B-Lad, do you have a heater in there? No, I do not. I was gonna, when I originally bought the boat, Yolda Estate and I were gonna put a fire in there. This boat was actually gonna be out for B&B, so it was bought to get set up for B&B. That harvester's on its way back. So that harvester there, or 100 others, there's heaps of them around, there's big versions of that one, will come in here, say tomorrow, I'm picking they'll be here tomorrow, I could be wrong, and they'll come up and they'll just lift that out of the water, one of those buoys or 2 of those buoys, and you know, it'll come to a certain height and then it'll just angle off back down obviously, and then they'll clip on one of the ropes that are going down vertically to the bottom, and then they've got pulley systems on there, and then they just pull the rope up, and it just, as it's going past a certain point, it drags all the mussels off onto a conveyor, and then it goes through a tumbler, and the smaller stuff gets kicked out, and all the rubbish, because there's a lot of rubbish on there, like as in shells and all sorts of stuff, and all that gets shot back out into the water here. All the water here would be like brown, like it looks sort of brown now, it'll be like a light sort of tan brown like that, but just a big massive area, and there'll just be fish everywhere. So that's what that harvester would come in here and do. But yeah, we bought this boat to B&B it and get it surveyed and set up for B&B, which I said to my darling, as long as as I'm not using it, and as long as it's not booked out, because I'll pick it be booked out, you know, then I'll use it 90, I can't remember if I said I'll use it 90% of the time, and then whenever
I'm not using it, the customers can use it. Or I said the other way around, when the customers aren't using it 90% of the time, I'll use it the other 10. Well, obviously I use it all the time. And the things that are sort of held up this toilet area in here, actually put that bloody down, bro. This toilet area in here is too small. Even Yola Estate, she's quite a short woman. Well, she's just a lady. Ladies are shorter than men. Even she struggles, like she can't be in there and have the door shut, really. Well, I don't know, she most probably could if she really wanted to. But it's so much easier if you just have the door open like that. And so this needs to be all changed to make it bigger. And then we're toying with possibly putting sliding doors in here right across, because then it allows, because like anything to come through this little door here, to get a fridge in here, you can't get one in here. So we've got the chili bin, of course, and there's plenty of storage down here for another one. But to get a fridge in here, you can't do it. So we were going to put or arrange that this door gets moved across and some things get changed. But the biggest problem, like I spent days on the phone with Maritime New Zealand, asking them every question I could possibly think of involving this boat getting surveyed, which means like certified to be allowed to be out on the water with customers on it. And I asked every question I thought I needed to ask. And of course, there's always going to be ones that you don't ask. But I asked all the questions we needed to know and went, yep, we're going to get this boat for that very purpose. This all sets out to a queen bed. So I've taken all that board, the bits that come in here to allow for this to set up into a queen bed, but you can set it up into a queen bed here. And things. But we were going to put this boat out at my spot, which is my spot is up that way, kind of up by those hills there. And the problem that I've run into with the boat, and it's not the boat's fault, again, you know, you'd have this upstairs here too. There'd be pool chairs up here and a gazebo of some description that can fold up, and you'll be able to come up here and sunbathe as well. I think at this point I'd most probably definitely strengthen that before that happens. These things can all still happen, but the biggest problem that we came into, well, there's most probably about 3, is the weather's supposed to be 6-kilometer winds out here today. It's not, man. Even right now, it's not 6-kilometer winds. It's, I don't know, maybe 11-kilometer. And it's like, you know, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 5, and it's semi-flat, but the boat's still going like this. And I tell you what, if it was like the weather was supposed to be 11-kilometer winds today, and it's supposed to be 6-kilometer winds today, if let's say it was forecasted for 11, like, and it was forecasted yesterday for 8-kilometer winds, so that was okay. It wasn't 8-kilometer winds. It was frickin' rough as in the morning and windy as in the morning. And then in the afternoon, it was okay. It was kind of like this, which it's still, you know, I don't know if you can see how much the boat's moving around. But then last night, it was wild out here. And even though it said it was supposed to be 8-kilometer winds, It was not 8-kilometre winds. The boat was going like this. It was not 8-kilometre winds. It was freaking way higher than that. And then if you get customers out here and, you know, you can't put them out here in weather that you can't trust. You know, you could not have customers out here. They'd be freaking out. They would have been freaking out, you know, and there's just too many things that can go wrong out here. And the weather is just not, you can just not trust the weather at all. 1 minute the weather's like, say the wind's supposed to go this way. The wind's supposed to be coming this way. It's not. It'll be coming from this way. It'll come from that way. It'll come from this way. It'll come from that way. It'll come from this way, all in the same minute, you know, like, and I'm not even joking one bit. And so that sort of made me go, wow, that's something I can't control. And then I also live 2 hours away. So if I was to put customers out here for the night, and then something like what I just said was to happen, and they were to ring me and go, we want to get off, help. We don't want to stay out here. Susie's spewing all over the place because she's seasick. It's rough as, man, this isn't what we pay, you know, like, then I've got to come 2 hours, get in a dinghy in the middle of the night, come out, pick them up off the boat, bring them back to shore. And I was like, you know what, it's not going to really work at the moment. It's not going to work in the Firth there. And we weren't just going to have it in the Firth there, because the thing was, it would be easier if I allowed them to just drive the boat, because then only this boat needs to be surveyed. But I was never going to allow them to drive the boat. I'd just have the boat anchored, and then they come out to the boat and they stay out here a night or two, whatever, and then I come back out, well, I drop them off, and then I pick them up and bring them back to shore, and then Yola Estate would be there, or my dad, whatever, and then we'd go back out, or I'd just go back out, tie the dinghy on the back of the thing, and then drive this boat in. I was never ever going to let them drive this boat around. So that dinghy also needs to be surveyed, which I already knew that, but when I live 2 hours away, there's just too much of a chance that at night the wind changes and picks right up, and I cannot leave them out here, like, and I know from being out here myself a lot overnight now. I hadn't been out here overnight before I bought this boat. Only once I'd been out here overnight. Yeah, it's not going to be suitable out here to do that. So that's my excuse to Yola Estate. And now only I use the boat. Woo! And it suits me just fine, you know. But and I do have bookings and people asking me, when's the boat going to be ready? We're ready to come out and stay out here, bro. Or mate, whatever, you know. And it's like, oh, yeah, the boat's not getting used for that anymore, you know, at the moment. So there's that mermaid way over there. She's just heading in. Here's the birds. There's the birds. Can we pick them up? Can we pick those birds up? There they are. You can just see them flattering on the water there, above the water. They're racing somewhere. They're off chasing the fish, where we should be. Bugger. Bugger. But yeah, so that stemmed from the question from B Lad, do you have a heater in here? I was going to put a fire in here. Again, there was big regulations for that. It was going to be getting B&B'd out.
And look, we just haven't had, you know, it's not getting B&B'd out at the moment. And, you know, here's the heater. This morning, it was freezing, man. So I just reached up there, boom, lit it, and laid back down. And the place was roasting in here. And yeah, so that's the heater. It doesn't take long just to heat up. It needs a serious clean. It's disgusting. It's not going to get cleaned by these wipes. I haven't got any alcohol wipes I normally would. But even them, they aren't going to do it. I needed to give it a good old scrubberoo. And, but that's the heater at the moment. It's not the heater that you'd want, really, because it's gas, obviously, but it does the job. And I was, you know, it took the chill off. It was sweet as, mate. It worked perfect. I'm just having a look for these birds again, because I just want to see where they're going, because every part of me wants to drift on out here. Every part of me wants to drift out to the middle. But the only problem is, I now see the wind's just changed. It's gone easterly. It was southeasterly, like out like that. Now it's just, oh, it's gone back there now. But it was just coming straight in this way. So are we getting any bites? I saw anybody. Yes. We're getting the odd bite. But I got big baits on. We got full size baits on. This rod here's got a whole size one on. This one's got half size ones on. So we're not looking to just catch little pennies. We're trying to catch something decent. I don't want to catch pennies. I might change our bait in a minute on this one, check it at least, and maybe stick on a couple of smaller baits and see if there's any pennies, which a penny is like a pan size snapper here in New Zealand, or red snapper, and the legal size that you're allowed to keep is 30 centimeters long. So a penny is 30 centimeters long to about 35, 36 centimeters, even 40. Anywhere between that 30 to 40 is really a penny. And then you can just chuck it in the pan without having to frickin', you know, cut its tail off and its head off to fit it in the pan, sort of thing. So it's called a penny here in New Zealand. Ted Parsons said hi. Yola! Richard, Ricardo Figueroa, hi nun. Yola nun. Just Amanda, J-Pal, I was thinking the same thing. Yola just Amanda, warrior nun. That looks okay, the bait fish. Yeah, man, it tastes good. I had sashimi with it last night. Let's see if there's any around, actually. And I might have sashimi again, because it was bloody delicious. That bait fish is so nice to eat as well. It's so soft and bloody delicious, I tells ya. I might even scale one and just fry the whole bloody thing up. Was hoping to bloody get some we'll just check this bait here anyway. Those guys over there are gapping it. We got two guys over there in their boats. We got another guy out here on their boat. Nah, we got big bait still on there. Plenty of bait. Don't come over here, cuz I wasn't waving out for a bloody chat. Here they come. Another boat leaving. They must have thought I needed help. Possibly I do need help. Do I need help? Where's bloody what's his name? Journeyman. He'd say I need some help. Here's they come over here to tell us they got 20 million fish. Hey bro, how you doing? Oh, chair. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Was that you that said you were in the middle farm? Oh, chair. You guys doing all right? How mean? Oh, mean. Yeah, heading in. Cheer, my bro. Thanks for saying hello. Cheer. Yeah. They're watching us on the thing there. Got a 25 horse on that little boat. Alright, must go hard. Hey my brothers. Oh bloody rude Leroy can't help himself, eh? I don't want to talk to you. Oh, it's the bros. Yola. I'm always keen to see some people that chat to the channel, but other than that, if you're not watching the channel, don't talk to me. If and bloody get away. Does it look like I want to be talked to? Yeah. No, that buzzes me up. Especially the bros like that. Chirp. That's our thing. They're going in closer. They're stopped already, so they're just going in a little bit closer to where it's flatter. It's just a little bit choppier out here. Frickin' that's chirp. It's getting a little bit more choppy in there though. Yeah. Not even any bait fish down here. I suppose we didn't have anything even bloody on that incoming tide yesterday, until the tide turned last night, and then we, finally the snapper turned up. We could have slayed a whole bunch last night, and most probably hit our limit if we wanted to, and put down some decent, like just normal size baits, and we're looking to just get a feed, but we're not looking to just get a feed. We're looking to get a bloody good size one. That's bloody right. Hey, Mr. Seagull.
That seagull didn't bite me till the last minute too. It tried not to bite me, and then it finally gave up and gave me a bite, and then started biting its own foot. It's your fault, you stupid leg. You got in the way and you caught the bloody wire, you stupid foot. I'm gonna bite you off. You know what I feel like doing? If my leg wasn't so sore, I'd most probably climb up on the top of the boat and do us a little bit of a bomb off the side here and have a little bit of a rinse in this water here. Get out the old soap. I've got some shampoo and conditioner in here, 2-in-1 of course, and some soap. About time I had a bit of a fizzle in the water here. We need some burley, so that'll help. No, I had a bit of a rinse off yesterday. Anyways, and the day before that I had a bit of a dip. I didn't have a rinse off yesterday. The day before. Yesterday I had a rinse off with soap and stuff like that, but the day before I just jumped in after that piece of wood. But I feel like a bit of a rinse off right now, mate. I don't have to jump off the top though, do I? You want to watch me get naked out here? It is cold. That's my excuse, okay? It's very cold. We got heaps of that bloody fresh water too, so I'd be able to just fill up one of those bottles and have a final rinse off in the fresh water, you know. Am I that keen? I don't think I'm that keen, cat. Screw that. It's a pity. I should have said, bro, I've got plenty of time. I should have said, what's the mussels? Yeah, bro, let's get some. Just joking, just joking. Might just give these a bit of a pull the inside out. These are waterproof pants, these. They're just a bit damp. They're not wet. They're just a bit damp. They are very, very old, these. I think I paid $20 from AliExpress for these, and they're stretchy and they're the freaking best, man. They are so good. I've had one other, and like I've left these lying outside for months, just covered in like in nature, just wet as bloody. They're still mint, and I can just put them straight over my shorts. They're stretchy. They're all stretchy, but they're not baggy, and you know, they're tight fitting, so you're not wearing bloody waterproof bloody pants that are just, you know, big freaking ugly waterproof pants. Come on, I guarantee you I put on a little bait or some decent sized baits, we start catching some pennies. But again, I really can't be bothered with catching pennies at the moment.
Excuse my. Will protect you in the night. I hope nobody bloody screen records me showering in this bloody in the nag. What are we at? 1:44. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes, and I'm gonna most probably, well, we'll see how we're going, mate. We'll see how we're going. How much have we got there? We got 73%, so we're fully, like, the phone's had a good charge up. That ain't right, Leroy. Yola! None. Have a cigar. That'll be just bloody beautiful right now. Imagine that. Hey, Don, you know when we killed all those people? I'll whack him. I'll whack that guy, man. No, it doesn't go, man, eh? But Yola, have a cigar. If that was playing, it would be so good. You want some Taco Bell? I'm picking. Alex, Shelley, Rostov. Yeah. Just Amanda's cracking up. You want some Yola, Alex? J-Pole, now that's what I call fishing. Yola. Thank you, J-Pole. Just Amanda. That ain't right, Leroy. Yola. None, have a cigar. Come in. Yeah, I just haven't got it right this second. Ha, Neville, just Amanda. Alex, go slow. Aliyah said hi. Hello, Aliyah. Aliyah Kabar Fresley. Whatever. Neville Lamont. Chur is what you sit on. Laugh. Yola Neville. Laugh, mate. Warrior none. So is Chur New Zealand or native or street? Chur is, I suppose it's New Zealand. Oh, is it not around the world? It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's all of that. It's New Zealand. It's street. It's just what everyone says, you know, what a lot of people say. But yeah, I spell it with an E though, C-H-E-R. A lot of everyone else spells it C-H-U-R like you spelt it. The rookies. J Pole. Neville, it's simple. You take them to the dry cleaners. The Rock. Rookie anglers. Any luck out there, mate? Not today, man. At this moment, again, we've got full-size baits out. Oh, we don't want to get our bloody bait getting bloody cooked though, do we? Might have to stick them in the, they are just in the water semi down there. I might need to get them into the bloody, into the chili bin. So we got decent sized baits on, so we got half of one of those cut up in half on here, and then we've got a whole one on this one.
Otherwise, I'm pretty sure if I stuck down some just normal size baits, we'd most probably be laying a few, you know. Definitely would have some fresh snapper. We got one in the chili bin from a couple of days ago or yesterday or whenever it was, and we'll eat that later on. But I'm not looking to catch pannies. Just want to catch something decent sized, you know. What is in the water? Those are mussel, Jackie Grogan. What is in the water? Those are mussel boys. So they got lines on them, and it's a mussel farm. Those ones there have mussels. There's two lines running horizontally, and then there's lines going down to the bottom with all the mussels on. And as you can see on this side, they've been harvested. So the ones that are going down to the bottom, like the lines that are running down to the bottom with all the mussels, have been taken off, and then they're just left like this. And you can actually see just some of the well, you got big green lip mussels. These are just native mussels here. That have just accumulated on the top. I'll show you. I'm not sure we got a few of them around somewhere here. I'll just put the phone on my head here. And I'll see if I can grab us a couple out. Yeah, so these green lip mussel, these are the ones that they're harvesting. They're going down to the bottom on the ropes, and the ones you can see along the top here, they're these ones, which are the native mussel here in New Zealand. And this boat here has water come in these little sections here, and I like it because I use it as a well, as all sorts really. Keep the mussels fresh, or kinners, or whatever. I don't know if you put crayfish in there, they'd most probably climb out. And same as the whatever's, you know, rubbish. Sometimes I just stick rubbish in there and it just sits there. But man, it's pretty out here. Man or woman, it is pretty out here. So where were we? What is in the water? So J. Pole, Neville, it's simple. Freedom Forever, Waterworld, I reckon. That's a good movie, man. I love that movie. Neville, and how can they get wet as if they're waterproof? He. They don't get wet, but because I was kneeling on this dead, and they're years and years old, so they're not as good as they used to be. They do get wet under heavy bloody rain and just constant, but it takes a lot. They're pretty, they're waterproof to a certain degree. These days, when they were brand new, they'd just handle it all day long. They're years and years old, and like I said, I just left them lying out on the lawn for months and months and months. Neville Lamont, so how do you wash waterproof pants? Laugh my effing bloody Neville. Stick them in the washing machine and bloody wash them. How do you think? Put them inside like this and then put them in the washing machine, my friend. And then if you want to wash the outside as well, and get any, you know, fish stuff, stick it on in. That's how I wash them. Anyway, Yola Capity, where you been, brother? Yola, like, subscribe, comment and share.
Thank you very much. Chur. Chur diddly I It was funny when I was doing a course to become like entry trade course to do become a mechanic. One of the tutors, he used to say chur, and he was a tutor. He was just, I don't know how to say it, but he was a tutor, and he'd say chur diddly I It. Anyway, Yola Cabity, I've been wondering where you were. Have you not been around? I asked Amanda and everybody last night, has anyone seen Capity, but I never actually saw the reply. And I also asked Amanda last night, where do you go, would you go fishing at Christmas time and all that, and what area sort of thing? And I never saw a reply. I don't know if you want to answer that or not. You don't have to at all. But just I felt rude that I never looked again. Well, I did look, but I never saw an answer, and then I never looked. We got a few birds out there, man. So in about not too long, our camera's not loving life here. So it's 1:54. I need to clean my bloody watch. It's 1:54 p.m. here in New Zealand. It's Thursday, and it's the 2nd of July, 2026. So in an hour and 6 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream, or around then. What's gonna happen at that 3 o'clock is the tide's going this way right now. In an hour and 6 minutes time, it's going to start coming back this way. So the tide will be at its lowest point in an hour's time. It'll be the lowest or the shallowest it could be. It's what we call here in New Zealand low tide. And then the tide's going to turn and start coming back this way. And what I will do is I most probably will move the front of the boat, and the front will go down along here, and I'll leave it tied up here if I can, and then attach down there with the front of the boat, and then the back here, instead of facing that way, it'll face that way, and and that will allow for our fishing lines to go out there with the current. Because otherwise, if we stay like that, like this, the lines right now are going out there because the current's going that way. But once the current starts coming back this way, then if we stayed where we are, then the lines are going to go straight under the boat with the current, and it's just going to be not that much fun, because we'll be chasing the lines and they'll be getting tangled and mucking around. The problem is with that is we got to move the front down here, and it's just a bit of a muck around because our rope's not long enough from this side so we can stay tied on. We'll see if hopefully it is today. It looks like this is narrowed up, and then but the problem with that is the wind is coming like this from this direction. It's just coming straight in here, or it's coming straight this way. So it'll be blowing straight into the back here. At the moment it's like summer out here. If you tune in later on, it'll be like winter out here, and we'll be facing into the wind, and it's going to be freezing. And there's so many birds out there just cruising along. I don't know if you see it. The trained eye would see them, possibly. You can just see that flicker there. If you really look, going across. See the odd bird there? You just see them there? There's a big line of birds going across. See them there? Flickering above the water? They're chasing fish. So they're all going that way. There's big line. It goes way back. I can see them way down there. Heaps of them. All coming along. And they're all way up the front here. I'm just trying to find where they're going. But yeah, so we'll most probably move the boat around and do what I just said, and then once that tide's changed, then, but the thing about it is then
at around 9 o'clock tonight, the tide will change from going this way to going that way again, like it is right now, and we'll need to put the boat back in the position that it's in, or to prevent what went on last night in here for me, I'll most probably just let us drift out that way and then anchor the boat, so then I'm not listening to anything, like, because last night was torture, I tell you that. It was freaking torture, and it was a long night, and but I'm just looking at these birds out here. They're quite a way out. They're not a huge way out. I would love to be able to go out to them, but it doesn't matter. Once we anchor, because the wind's coming this way, the front of the boat is going to sit like that, and it means that once the tide's going this way, we can't fish out the back anyway, because the back's going to be facing out like this with the wind, the nose into the wind, the back out here, and then when we cast in, the lines are going to get dragged that way because of the current. So we're best to just stay in here if we're wanting to fish the incoming tide. The reason that we're going to end the stream is because the sun here is like running our solar panel, which we've got up here, and otherwise when the sun's out, if I plug my phone in down here now, it'll ultra fast charge and charge up in like about well, half an hour with what it's at the moment. It wouldn't even be that. It'll be about 20 minutes, it'll be fully charged. But once the solar goes down, then I'm charging from this, and it's going to take hours to get the phone charged up. I did have a C-to-C cord here, but it's not working, which would have, you know, from flat phone to charge phone, about an hour and 20 minutes. That stopped. Why has that stopped? So we've got ultra fast charging during the day, and at night we've just got charging, which makes it difficult. We've got an inverter down the bottom here, 3000 watt. That's not poop on there, that's just rust from where I put the hammer. So it was lying on something and wasn't putting rust everywhere. 3000 watt inverter. We got a solar controller in here. We're only seeing 13.3 volts. You'd want to be seeing 13.7 up to 14.4 or higher, really. I don't know if it's because it's winter here in New Zealand. Then we got our light panel here for the night lights. But I should really have a look at this bloody wiring up here. I'm just not sure if I should be seeing more or not, being that it's winter. I would expect that you'd be seeing more than 13.3. And then the bells ring. So that's why I'm going to end the stream at 3 o'clock. Chuck the phone on charge so it ultra fast charges up, and then we're ready for tonight. I'll move the boat while we're doing that. Maybe tidy up a little bit, ring my darling Lorna or Yola Estate and say, hey, how you doing? And then and just see where she's at, because she hopefully I'll be able to get a bloody straight answer out of the woman, so I know whereabouts she's going for this barbecue and things like that, and then make a decision on whether she's coming up here after the barbecue or on the Sunday, or what is going on. And I'll have a good look at the weather again and just assess whether it's changed or not, because Saturday I was supposed to go home, Friday tomorrow, Saturday. So in 2 more days. But we've changed that, and my darling Yola Estate is going to come up and jump on the boat. I think she is. That's what I've sort of said. But she hasn't actually said, yeah, I'm doing that. So I need to just confirm with her that she is doing that. And otherwise, she's picking me up on Saturday or next week, whatever. But I don't really want to be out here after Saturday if she's not coming out, because I kind of have told Harbour Master that this is the last trip until the boat gets sorted out, and I'd like to sort of keep with that. And but we'll see what I'm pretty sure she's coming out. But I just want to check the weather and stuff again, and I'll be able to give you a more confirmed answer. When I woke up this morning, I was like, nah. After last night's episode, I was like, I'm not, like, because Saturdays the wind's going to pick up. It's going to get rough out here. And we're going to be out here. If I don't get it organised that we get picked up in the morning, then we're going to be out here, or picked up on Saturday. It doesn't really matter really, but picked up. And yeah, so that's why we're going to end the stream at 3 o'clock in about an hour's time. Get the phone charged, ring my darling, get a plan together between her and I, so I know what the F is going on, even though I've asked her. Try and get a straight answer out of the bloody woman. And excuse the language, shouldn't be saying woman because that means plural. Possibly. I hate dealing with unstraight answers. I'm a pretty straight up and down answer guy. I like a straight answer, especially when it's involving this kind of thing, you know, because it's very, very important that, you know, you say yes and you say no, in my opinion, because it's life and death, you know. And I know that sounds pretty drastic, but it is. When you're out here in the jungle, yes and no and short and quick decisions make the difference, you know. It really can make a difference. And when someone's talking to themselves, like you ask them a question and they're like, yes, like that. I don't know if you heard me. Yes, you know, and no one can hear what you're saying, but you're saying something. It's like, bloody tell me what did you say? Just say anyway. But then that yes and no doesn't have to be yes, no. It just needs to be normal, you know. Yes, no, you know, it's simple. Anyway, it's not targeted at anyone. They're off out to the fish there. Dirty. We should jump on with them, eh? I don't know if I can jump on with them. We'll go out. I should. I don't want to wreck their day. Or I'd wave them over. If it wouldn't wreck, I'd jump on and head out to those birds. Damn it! I should have been quicker. I'm keen. If you're watching the channel, come and get me. If you don't mind me being on the boat, I'm trouble. But I'm keen. Yeah, bro, come and get me. Come and get me. We'll go out to those Kawai. I know they're not watching the channel, but I'm just in case they are. You can see them way out there.
There's a boat way out there too, come to think of it. I'll be too fat, 3 of us on their boat will weigh it down. That'll be awesome. Jump on there and head out there with them. I'd love that, man. It'll just give us a little bit of a change. Chuck on a jersey, grab a rod and grab some bait. I'll just take those and a soft bait rod too though. May even just take the soft bait rod. Oh, I should be trying to catch some bloody fish curry, so we can have fish curry tonight, eh? What am I doing? We might try and catch a couple of pannies and so we can have fish curry tonight. But there's no rush, because after that fish curry I got no food. Really, other than battered snapper and battered mussels, or marinated fish or raw fish. If we can catch them all, that is. Which I'm pretty sure we can. Those pants are bloody annoying. Another way they get wet, Neville, is if it gets wet under the bottom, and then it soaks its way up the inside of the thermal there. Even effing bloody Neville, bloody big timer. I bloody know about you, bud. Big timer. Peter Webb, how long you been fishing for, mate? Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Tonight will be 5 nights and days. And we're then going to be tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that. So it'll be a 10-day trip in the end, if everything goes to plan. I was supposed to go home, not tomorrow, the next day. So it'll be Saturday. So it would have been Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Would have been 7, would it? No. Sunday night, Monday night. Or do I go Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know. We were here Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. It's Thursday night tonight. Friday night, tomorrow, Saturday. But now we're staying Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, if the weather stays okay, but it's most probably won't be that good. Look at the birds out there. Out in the background there, right on the, you can just see them there, in the air there. That's where the snapper and the kahawai are. It's quite a decent work up that. Look how big and long it is. Sorry everyone, I don't know why it just did that. Just jumped out, did it? Just Amanda, to your question again, Leroy, I'll be fishing along Wanganui and Wellington coast where it's not overfished. Oh yeah. Well, you know,
my darling is going down to fish. I mean, going down to see her daughter over the next couple of weeks or so, during her bit of a break, and I'm not invited, of course. You know, I'm not going to go. It's not. I shouldn't do that. But I'm not invited. But I don't give a damn. Because I was thinking I'll go down with her and then carry on down and go to Wellington, and we'll go live streaming down there, and you know, do a little bit of fishing, a little bit of sightseeing, a little bit of adventure down in Welly. Try and get some powers, and but then I thought, well, should we take a boat? Yep, need to take a boat. Really, which is a long way to tow from Hamilton, a boat to bloody Wellington. And I most probably won't. I think what we'll try and do, so I should actually, I'll have a look at the calendar. So what's the date today? It's the 2nd. So let's go 3rd, 4th, 5th. So the 5th will be Sunday, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th will be Friday this coming week. 11, 12, 13, 14. So she'll most probably go somewhere around there, 13 or 14, which will be the Monday or the Tuesday of the next week. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. If I went homeless between there and there, it would be 7 days. If I went on the 13th, which would be the Monday, and went homeless Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the Sunday, then I can be home Sunday night. Or do I have to stay over? That'll be or Monday. Nah, I'd have to go home Sunday night or early Monday morning, which is fine. I'll just go home early Monday morning, like 5 in the morning, off the street, and have a shower, a shave, give the wife a little pickle and a tickle when I'm on my way, and then I need to go to the specialist appointment for my knee on the 20th. So that could work. While she's gone, I could go homeless and do the homeless week, which is quite a good option, really. Other than, and this is where it gets ugly, if the weather's looking good, I'm not going to go homeless when the weather's looking really good. I'm going to want to go fishing, you know. So it needs to be looking ugly or windy at least, so that it'll put me off going fishing, and we'll be looking to go homeless. But I'll be looking to go homeless in that from the 13th onwards. So, which is in about a week's time from today. Well, it's over a week. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's about 7 plus 4 is 11, isn't it? Yeah, 11. So in 11 days time, we'll be on the street homeless for a week. And that's sounding pretty good to me. As long as I get to that specialist appointment. Now the birds are racing in over here. They're all coming racing in. And that's the problem if you go and chase them. I don't know if we can
if we can see them here. I'll zip us back out. Let's hope they come and just hang out. We can't really see them because the light's wrong, but they're all zooming along in the distance there. It's not that far a distance. Next time, once the boat's set up, I might. Here they all come. Here they all come. It could end up just right out here. Then we'll be having fish curry tonight, all right? See that? Can you see them? I can just... There's them in the air there too. I'm not talking about those ones. There's ones zooming along the bottom, along the top of the water coming this way. I can't see them through the phone there. Or maybe you'll be able to see them there. They're zooming to that, and then they're zooming past. You can see them on top of the water there, just. Next time, we're going to get this boat sorted out. I might drag us a dinghy out here behind the boat so we can just quickly jump on and then just gone out there. That's exactly what we're going to do in the up-and-coming videos. So, in the up-and-coming streams. So, in the up-and-coming streams, we're going to start towing our Hydrolab boat behind the boat here. And when we see stuff like that, and we're only out here for 5 or so days, not on a big 30-day trip or anything like that, but when we're out here for 5 or so days, we'll just jump in the Hydrolab, boom, off out there, do whatever we want. If we wanted to zoom into shore rather than taking loops, like loops is fine, but loops is just a bit too slow to go chasing. I think that'll make it pretty fun. And we'll be able to just be sitting here. Next minute we'll be in the Hydrolab and we'll be gone. I will, and if we want to come and park in here, I'll just tie the Hydrolab over there from side to side, and I'll just have, well, yeah, or something like that, and then we'll just have loops tied like this, and we'll have moments in here, and if we want to move, want to jump on the Hydrolab, then we'll just move over, jump on the boat. That's if we're anchored up, or like if we're in here. From this point on, when the boat gets home, I want to make an effort into getting it out to my mate Grant's, as long as it suits him, and getting this boat sorted out so we can do what I'm talking about, which I'll have to look into whether that homeless week is a better week spent on the boat, you know, at the moment, and we'll spend that week rather here doing the boat and getting it done if it suits Grant. If it does suit Grant, then I'll say, well, we'll do that. If it doesn't suit Grant, then I'm going to go homeless. So I want to get the boat sorted out so we can be out here and we won't be stuck like we're stuck right now, because it sucks. For me, it really sucks. Being stuck here like this, can't do anything. If I really want to, we can go and move, but it's just a waste of time going backwards and stuff like that. It's okay to get back into shore or adjust where we're going, but going backwards is no fun, really, and it just keeps us in close proximity to going back to the beach. I can easily reverse this boat all the way back to the beach, easy, and it's not a problem. I don't mind doing it, but if we go way out there, it's, you know, if the wind doesn't change and start blowing the boat, then I just got to reverse it all that way, and I do that. But generally the wind changes and we just drift with the wind. So any of you that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain it too much into it. But once the boat's sorted out, we would not be here, I tell you that. I would not be here like this at all. But I think towing the Hydrolab behind the boat here will be a lot of fun in a lot of ways, and it'll just bring another aspect into our live stream
That really gets me excited, you know. So the homeless, we're going to be homeless for a week, okay? If you don't know, please like and subscribe, share, comment. We're going to be going homeless for a week. We're going to be starting off at my house, and I'm going to have a sleeping bag, the clothes on my back, and that's it. Nothing else. And I'm not allowed to well, obviously I'm going to need to eat. Well, I don't need to eat. In that first 3 days of being homeless, I'm not really going to be able to, and I'm making this rule for myself, because otherwise it's not really fair, and it's not really being homeless. So for that first 3 days, I'm not going to be allowed to really try and obtain any decent amounts of money. And what I want to, like, the thing is I want to buy, when I get out on the street, my number one thing to buy is some baby wipes, like the ones we got in here. It's just some baby wipes. I can't live without these. These are gonna be there. There's no way I'm not gonna have those from day one. I'm gonna most probably put a pack in my bag. I may not, and get some out on the street. My first $2 or whatever I get is gonna be going to baby wipes. But then on the day after the 3rd day of being homeless, I want to get a handsaw, I want to get a lighter, I want to get some tin foil, and there's maybe something else that I'm missing. Those are going to be items that I'm going to be allowed to obtain once it's been 3 days. And then I'm going to be allowed to make a sign saying work wanted. Please give me some kind of work to make some money or whatever it is. And I'm only going to be allowed to get enough money in that first or 3 days to buy some food to eat, you know. And obviously in that first 3 days, one of those items is a bottle of water, where I can keep the bottle and refill it. And soap, deodorant, there's a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna have to get, but I'm not allowed to get it till that 3rd day, and try and get the money together from the 3rd day to buy those items. So in those first 3 days, it's gonna be, yep, you can try and beg people. Like, I'm gonna be allowed to try and beg people for money or whatever, or do whatever I need to do to get enough money only to buy food, not buy any of those items. And I'm not allowed to save the money either. It's enough money to buy my food for that night or whatever, and then I'm just going to give it away to someone else, you know, give the money away if I've got more than I need, and then have to reacquire that money the next day to get some more food, and the same on the next day. And then from that day on, the 3rd day, I'll be allowed to save some money and buy the items that I want to buy, so that I can go down to the river and have myself a bath, because I'm going to be, you know, 3 days without, you know, having a shower or whatever. And I want to buy soap, shampoo, all that sort of stuff. Homeless as it gets, but I'm going to be trying to at least keep myself clean and stuff. But anyway, it's definite on the radar. On the channel here, we'll be going homeless for 7 days, and it looks like unless this boat's out at Grant's and we're putting the steering in, it's going to be in the next week. Starting on the 13th, early in the morning, 13th of July. So unless this boat goes to Grant, it'll be starting on the 13th of July and ending the 20th of July, which will be the Monday, early in the morning, so I can go home, shower, shave, wife pickle, tickle, and then on my way to a knee specialist appointment. And then after that, we're off fishing. Yeah, let's hope the weather's good. And let's hope I'm not sick and still alive. Anyway, I really don't know what I'm going to do for freaking 6-7 days on sitting on the street. Oh man. And are we going to sit? You know, am I going to sit like these guys do these days? They sit at McDonald's at the drive-thru and they sit at the end there. Not that I go to McDonald's that much anymore. I do go to McDonald's, I don't lie, but I generally don't and haven't for a long time, really. Yeah, and you see them sitting at the end of the drive-thru. Here we go. Nice fish or shark. He let it go, he let it go. Fuck, frick, I meant frick. Come on, grab it. He's still there. Let's just take that off. How much drag have we got? We got a bit. We got a bit there. He's right there. He's right there. Come on, we're just taking up the slack here. Oh! Bit it off. Shark. Possibly. This line was out all night, and when I got it out, came out here this morning and was like, hey, how come the line was out all night? It was all tangled and under the boat and tangled in the burley thing, tangled around the motor. So I could have had a thing in it. Damn it. Our first bloody average take. But it's coming on that change of tide anyway. So we'll get another one made up quick as here. How many bloody sinkers have we got? Hopefully I've got enough. Oh, we had a sand grabber on this one, eh? So it doesn't matter. That was our flasher rig though. Our flasher rig that we had, our flashiest rig that we've ever had. Alright, so I think I'll just make the same sort of setup there as that flasher rig and go a ledger rig type setup. So we'll go like this. But I'm keen to get down to Wellington and all that, but preferably I'd rather go down there when it's warmed up. Imagine that, going down to Wellington in a city you don't know. I don't know it, and then going homeless. At least I know Hamilton a bit, like know the area. That would be a different story. Maybe we'll have to look into doing a few different homeless trips and get myself really in the trouble down in Wellington. Homeless. I think that sounds bloody excellent. Pull that up. Wellington, Auckland, Rotorua. Someone said I should do it in Rotorua, but I know Rotorua. Go down to like somewhere like Palmerston, and I don't really know the area. I know it better than I know Wellington though.
So set free to fly. Jeepers cripes, it's been a long, I know, since I made a ledger rig, but I was trying to think how to do it, but pretty bloody basic, bruh. We'll put that out there too, because that's been missing. Just using these sand sinkers here, so I just go straight through with the tag end, come down, and just do a real, but well, I suppose we could just do a real one of these ones. Just pinch it, go up the main line, pinch it, and then with the tag end there, we'll just make that a touch longer, and then you just grab it, come down, and just come down and go round 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that tag end comes in from the back of that little eye that's at the bottom of the nylon there, and then back up through the top loop there, like that. Boom. Bit of lube. And then we just go made a loop in the line, the same old 1, 2, 3. Pull. I'm not going to have enough line here, but we just made another loop. 1, 2, 3. Pull, and then we got one at the top, and we could either do that or we could do a different type of knot, which we will because there's not enough. And what's cool about that is if we wanted to and this is too short, we can just cut it and make it a single, cut it down here somewhere, and then that doubles out the length, but we don't need to do that. We'll using size 8 here, so your hook eye needs to be big enough to take both of these 100-pound, so that's now 200-pound line here to go through the eye of this, big enough for the nylon to go through the eye, and that is, there's 1, and then there's 2, like that, and then we'll just do the same exact knot that we used, and there we go, we've got a ledger rig here now, and then we'll use the same exact knot that we used on the sinker. It just means that if I was to try and change the top here and turn that into another hook or whatever, I'll have to cut it, but we'll just come through the eye of the swivel, snap swivel, come down, make it pinch wherever you want to. So you just come down, back down the main line like that, make a loop, and then just drop that so it hangs down, and then pinch like that. So you got a little bit of room there, a little bit of a tag end, not much, maybe, I don't know, what's that, 4 inches or something like that. Let me just check. Yep, 4 inches. Anyway, actually 3. I mean, there we go, got enough there between the pinch and the thing, and you just come back down with that tag end. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then that tag end goes, see there's the little loop at the bottom there,
You stay there, you can let it go. There's a little, just where you've come around on the main line, that comes in from the back like that, and then it goes through the top loop there, it goes in through the front like that, and then a little bit of lube, that all cinches up, and then it just pulls down. Give it another little cinch up, and there you go. Just going to quickly check this line and make sure there's no other real frayed bits. Can't see any. More than likely was a shark. Don't you hit my bloody motor! Now the boat out here. Oh yeah, right here. Little blow up boat. Go like that. Reach down here. Or yeah, we'll just stick on a decent bait. I don't want to be having to bloody I was going to get out just a normal size bait, but we'll stick with the plan. We'll go in the back of the eye here, so the back corner of the eye to the body, top back corner, it just goes through the back corner of the eye, and then roll it down, and it just misses the skull and comes out just in the meat section, so you're not blunting a nice brand new hook. And then same here, just there we go. I might just wind that back up. What are we at? 2:42. I think the tide's about to change pretty shortly. We've got a plane just circling. He was just circling quite low there, but now he's gone and lifted up. He was coming around quite low to the water.
Anyway. We better check that bait there too, because we haven't really checked that one for a while, and it did get a couple of bites. Oh, I can just hear Yola Estate. You bloody you are invited down there, and I'm not talking to you ever again. I'm not invited, she's lying. Bloody liar. I bloody know a liar. Effing bloody Yola Estate. I should watch myself. She does not appreciate me calling her that. And I was just joking. Just joking. Not. Been caught by the mussels here. Don't be looking, you guys. It's just a snag. It's just a snag. Come here. Do as you're bloody told as well. It's bloody right. Just gonna go half size here. Two hooks, one bait, so we'll come down here. There we go. I suppose I haven't actually physically met her daughter either, or her daughter's partner, and it is her daughter's son's first birthday. He's going to be 1 years old, so I can accept that it would just be the wrong time to go down. And well, it is well, and she's going to be down there 3 or 4 days or whatever, 5 days. So, you know, I'd be stuck there for 5 days too, and you know, in a place with people that have never met me before. And you know, I can be a lot, and especially if I start getting freaking agitated or something. I am a lot. I can't help myself. If something starts annoying me, like her daughter, you forget your bloody self in that corner right now, you know, and her daughter's like an adult. I'm your new daddy, you call me dad, you know, and she's like, oh, okay, daddy. Next minute, you know, mummy, Yola Estates, don't you talk to my daughter like that. What are you gonna do, eh? I'll bloody tell you. You get in the corner with her. Yeah, that kind of thing. So I can understand why it's not most probably the right time. And in my own mind, I know it's not the right time to go down there. And her daughter, her daughter's baby, his name is, I'm gonna say it, it's Lockie. He is the most cutest little munchkin I've ever bloody seen in a long time. He is so bloody cute. And I can just see myself, you know, doing some really stupid stuff
with him, you know, like getting down there and like grabbing some food and then eating it like a wild pig right in front of him, you know, like whoa, whoa, and then like really teaching him some bad habits, you know. Like all sorts of crazy stuff where he's gonna remember me for the rest of his days until he sees me again, and he'll remember me, you know, like, and I can just see it'll be better when her daughter comes up and she meets me in a place where she's not stuck with me at her house for the next few days, you know, in case, you know, things don't go good. So we just got these guys over here that have just turned up. They better not be catching my bloody fish. What you looking at? Hey? Wave. Yeah, that sets them out. Gave him a wave. He didn't want to wave back. Just stop him bloody looking. My bloody no. It's my bloody ocean. Shut up, Nun. I can see you. I can't see the chat. Well, I couldn't really, but what I could see is something. Nun saying something about losing it. Shut up, Nun. Big timer. Big bloody timer. Oh bloody no. I play a stupid game with these guys. Just sort of start staring at them out of the corner of my eye down here. And just make sure they catch my... Oh, who's looking? Have another little peek out here. Wait till they catch me looking. Oh, he saw me. Come down here. Have another little peek. Anyway, we're not playing that game today. Dazen, laugh my Yola, skull killer. Oh no. Yeah, if the brothers weren't out there, well, they must really watch the channel. Well, they do watch the channel, so they know what I'm like. This is my bloody ocean. Come and park bloody close to me. I'll bloody sing you a song. I'll get up on the bloody roof and start singing them a bloody song, and it'll go, get the F out of here and go over there somewhere away from me. No, it won't. It'll go, who knows how the song will go. Just being silly, of course. Hello from England. Yola John Smith. Yola Dazen. Yola Skull Killer. Just Amanda. Good night, Joel. Oh, J Pal. Got to get some sleep. Good night. Yola J Paul. Have a good one, man. Skull Killer. Thanks for watching. And all of you as well. Skull Killer. He's cracking. Just Amanda's cracking. Just Amanda and a charge. 10-10. Don't recommend. Skull Killer, punch a cop and go to jail. Haha, free bet. Yeah, true that, eh? It'll be more, I shouldn't say this because it'll get me in trouble in a lot of ways, but it will be a female cop. I won't be punching her. It tells you that. If you know what I mean. I bloody mean. Anyway, do you know Lego Cal? I'm not going to say that because it's most probably silly from Azza. But just in case, I'll try and spell it into my head. No, I don't know that person, sorry. Just Amanda, yeah, go to Wellington when it's warmer. Tends to snow on the area around the hills down there, so probably don't want to get caught in that cold. Yeah, but yeah, I went, my first school I went to was Foxton Primary. My parents owned a house in Foxton Beach when I was a young man. Had my first girlfriend, yeah, all sorts of things. I know, I kind of, here we go. We'll just get this back up here.
the stream is coming to an end, everyone. 3 o'clock is coming around, or 3 something. I just want to make sure, what are we at? We're at 55%. I want to make sure that this phone's all charged up for tonight. And I don't enjoy having it on the other. I like the fast charger, because then I can still ring Yola Estate. I can scroll. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here night or whenever on the slow charger, waiting, not touching the phone, and like trying to, and then I'm just doing nothing like I've been doing all day. I want to catch up on the current events of what's important to me, like the weather, Taupo weather, tides, hopefully the next coming week's weather, maybe look into Hamilton and get a 14-day report so we know whether the weather's going to be good in Hamilton or around the place. Do a 14-day report so I know, oh, it's going to be mint weather. No way am I going homeless while it's mint weather. I'm going to be out fishing and doing a trip. So yeah, all those sort of things. It looks like the weather's the water's already changing here. This line's coming back in. This line's right down here, even though I cast it out over there. It's a sign that the tides are changed. They're going this way at the moment, or were. They're about to start coming this way pretty much now. And we're going to turn this boat around and put it facing those guys over there, so they're going to really enjoy that. I'm not going to enjoy that, but it's just what it is. I most probably won't do it. Well, even though the channel, like the cameras are off, I will still have my rods out, so I have to turn the boat around so I can have them out. Otherwise they're just going to get tangled down here and it's just no fun. So I'm going to have to turn the boat around and face those guys there, which I'm not going to really enjoy. But I also am going to lose the sun here, and the cold wind is going to start blowing in, so it's going to be a change pretty shortly in a lot of ways. But I can't really ring Yola Estate anyway till after 4 o'clock. She's still at work. What a cracker of a day. I actually haven't had breakfast today. Got up, had a coffee, freezing still, turned off the element as the heater, and I needed to go for a raining again, and you know my heart's never ends. Anyway, I came out here and opened the door, and it was way warmer out here. I was like, oh, open the door, put out the line, well, wound in the line, put another one out. Tide was starting to go this way anyway, and I was like, I'm gonna go live while we got the chance. Phone's 100%, boom, live. Something like that though, but not quite like that at all, but something like that. Look at this guy, he's walking. And of course, can't forget, I also need to put the generator up the front, plug in the charger down here, and charge up that battery over here for the next 2 hours. So that's going to be far out. Why did I not think of that earlier? So I wasn't sitting in here listening to that crap. F and F. But I suppose we're going to be moving, so I don't want it up the... Let's get it started anyway. Bloody heck. Should have had it going ages ago. Now I can't lie in here or anything, because it's going to be... boom. And it's going to get in the way when I move the boat. Let that warm up. volts or 10 amps, 20 amp. Boom. Yep, that tide's changing. Look at it, it's coming back on the Yes. Start our timer. All right, 2 hours. See that line's rubbing against this now? It's a pity. It's a bloody pity we didn't have a longer rope, because what I could have done if this rope was longer is have the bowline right up here, untie it here, and then the boat's naturally gonna, well, it's not, we could just start the motor and just around over there and then just tie back on. Well, just you'd have to go right over to the buoys, put the line around and then walk it all the way back here, tie the bowline way back here, and you don't, be so simple. But because the rope isn't long enough, it's what it is. And it's fairly simple anyway. Hopefully. It's never simple though. I think I might unplug that bloody charging thing too. What are we at? 90%. That'll do for today. We'll take that out. It's at 90% and we'll let the battery have whatever is going into it. So it's at 12.9 already. Something's not right, man. Fire! I'm sick of this crap. It should be 12.9 at the end of the day, and that's where we should be starting, or 13.2 it should be, really, on a really good battery. But I need to give that battery a charge up, a proper charge up. I might end up having to chuck the bloody generator on that one too and just give it a real I don't want to stick it on at 20 amps and then 10 amps and fry that battery, you know. This battery that's down here, I don't mind that one so much, it can handle it for some weird reason. It loves it. But this one over here is brand new and I don't want to go and wreck it. But then in saying that, this battery over here is only running the spotlights and the cabin light here. So this light here, it's only running this one here. It's not running this, it's not running that, it's not running that over there, it's not running that. And then this battery here is just running the inside lights and the chili bin and the bilge pump on this side, and then the other bilge pump on that side's on that battery over there. And neither of the bilge pumps have come on. But as you can see, this line here is against the rope here, and this line here is trying to go under the boat and is getting hooked around the bloody motor. So something needs to be done now. All right, Yola, I'm going to end here. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully that's what we're looking at later this evening. That's what we're after, one of those bad boys, or a couple of them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know, I always go like this, and I think my fingers, I think maybe I'll start putting it, makes my fingers look longer, you know. Just in case you wondered. Yola, and we'll be back soon.
Please like and subscribe, share, comment. I'll be away for the next 3 or 2 hours, whatever. Once this phone's fully charged, the boat is turned around and the front is over there, and this back end will be facing out this way when you come back. The tide was going that way, it's just started coming this way. Once all that's done and this phone is fully charged, I'll be back. It could be in about an hour's time. That's pretty much exactly what it's going to be, and I can't guarantee you anything. We'll get another burley running. The burley is still down there semi going. It's not the best. I'm going to wind these in now, lose the sunshine right here, that's just so beautiful, or take the lines out of the water and not have a line in the water. But that's just not me. I need to have a line in the water and stay sitting like this until it's time to go live again, and then turn the boat round then. And at least it's not cold. We'll see what happens. You guys have a good one, and girls, and thanks again to the moderators. Thanks to all of you for watching. So we'll see you soon. Please do check back in if you want to. It's going to be night fishing. We'll have all these lights on. Maybe not those ones, but they'll come on and off when they need to. There's a butt light there out the back here. There's this light, and then there's a couple of rod lights, and then we've got the butt in here, another light, this one here, just for in this area here. Let's hope it changes. And then once tonight, so the generator's been going for 6 minutes now. That'll be going for the next 1 hour and 54 minutes. It's 3:06 p.m. here in New Zealand. It's 3:06. It's the 2nd of July. It's Thursday. Tonight at about 9 o'clock or so, the tide is going to stop coming this way. It's going to stop coming this way, and it'll be full tide or high tide, and it's going to turn and start going back that way. So tonight at about 9 o'clock ish, the boat's going to be facing like this when we carry on. When I come back in about an hour, the back will be out here and we'll be fishing out this way. But at 9 o'clock tonight, the tide will stop going that way. It'll start coming this way, and we'll turn the boat back around and it'll be back out this way. But we'll most probably drift ourselves out of here and go and anchor out there. We'll see what the fishing's like right here. Or we might even just head out that way a bit. Because I'm not having another night like last night. The wind will most probably pick up tonight, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, yola, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. And please be cool, be safe, and be strong. And have a good day wherever you are. Have a good evening wherever you are. Have a good morning wherever you are. And we'll see you soon. Thanks very much for watching, yola, and thanks again to the moderators. Ciao. Be good.